Buenas a todos, aquí Banir en un nuevo capítulo de Mass Effect y estábamos aquí mirando a ver si aterrizamos el planeta. Este no era. ¿Cuál era? Este. Y teníamos que ir a una colonia de científicos y no sé qué más. Vamos a coger a estos, que son los que más me gustan, la verdad, para el combate. Y bueno, me acabo de levantar de la siesta, así que igual estoy un poco dormido todavía, pero me apetecía grabar. Igual el modo swifteo es un poco repetitivo, pero bueno, ya en los misiones principales esto se solucionará. Habrá una historia detrás, si no va a ser todo el rato aterrizar el planeta, anomalía, el resto es sin misión. Así que no os preocupéis. Esto es algo por lo que se tiene que pasar tarde o temprano y mejor quitárnoslo de encima a la primera. Además es bueno hacerlo ahora ya que ganas bastante dinero y puedes comprarte buen equipamiento. Abajo. Ahí está. ¿Qué es eso? Oh. Cadáver turiano. ¡Ah! ¡Qué fallo! Mierda. Venga, ahora lo hacemos bien, ¿vale? Vale, ahora sí, insignia turiana. Perfecto. Y dejamos a estos bichos por aquí tranquilos. Restos por allí. Uy. No sé, pero son unos bichos bastante grandes que tendré que haber tenido cada cita, ¿no? Digo yo. Y bueno, a ver, tengo que grabar capítulos del aquí. Ya sé cómo proceder en las siguientes misiones. Tranquilos, todavía queda mucho por ver. No hemos acabado las misiones de los compañeros con el aquí, pero todavía queda mucho por ver. Pero bueno, no estamos aquí para hablar de Skyrim. Estamos aquí para hablar de Mass Effect. Pero ya me ha venido a la cabeza. Ahora. Ya sí. Estamos aquí para terminar las misiones secundarias ya de una vez por todas. No sé si todas, pero la gran mayoría sí. Y bueno, en este capítulo haremos las misiones de esta nebulosa. Y en el siguiente ya pues...
Securing point.
Dirección manual. He perdido tiempo ahí. No. Coño. Da igual. Quedarse corto. Es verdad, no vendí la chatarra. Mierda. Ha aparecido el ratón por ahí de repente. No hay nadie por aquí. Va, ya la atropellaré. Vale. Pues ya está. Mineral. Lo siento amigos, pero el mineral me llama. Qué pereza bajar hasta ahí abajo. Es eso de ahí, ¿no? No, está más arriba. Bueno, da igual. Aquí está. Vale. Depósito de paladín. Y ahora sí que sí, vamos a por la misión. A matar a esos científicos, porque básicamente es lo que vamos a hacer. Y a ver qué nos dicen sus investigaciones. ¿Serán de Cerberus? Bueno, como hemos visto, hemos matado a mercenarios. Así que no lo creo, porque si no sería un... O sea, no sé. Ya ves, este. Bueno, primero... Antes que nada, guardamos así en un momento y entramos. Tíos muertos por aquí. Ya no veo nada. Quedarse todo. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué me aparece el ratón? No, quedarse todo. Aparece el ratón. Me aparece el ratón durante un segundo, no entiendo por qué. Ahí están. Están por aquí. A ver. ¿Ya han matado a Ramos, en serio? Me agarro ese tal. A ver, tú otra vez me ha matado a Garrus, pero bueno, qué malo es el cabrón. ¿Esto qué es? Aumenta el daño de la puntería respecto de gas, reduce me está disparando la tía esta por detrás. Y no me... La verdad es que esta puede ser una buena opción.
You must die.
No, mejor esta. Hostia puta.
This will help.
Aún no está recuperado esto.
Take him down.
Ole, venga, otro menos. ¡Hostia! Hay uno por detrás. Yo no me recupero los botiquines. Tengo que ir hacia... que escatimar en botiquines. Uf, solo queda un poquitín más. Bien, he matado a uno con la bomba esa que tiré antes. No, no puedo.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Vale, uno menos. Y el otro está por aquí. Vale, a la mierda.
That's the last of them.
Uf, menos mal que se acabó ya, si no, moría. Ha costado, ha costado. Anulación manual. Oh. Bueno, esto lo convertimos en un Níger. Me quedo con esto. Hay que convertirlo en un Níger. Esto lo convertimos en un Níger. Venga, convertir en un Níger, sí, total, da igual. Si lo que no cojamos ahora lo podemos comprar después. Más muertos. ¿Qué habrá pasado aquí? Esa es la clave.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
Shut up! You don't get to lie. You don't... Shepard? My God. Shepard, is that you?
Toombs?
Corporal Toombs? But... I saw you die on a coos. How did you get here? They took me, Shepard. The scientists.
You can't prove any of this! This man is delusional!
See, they were running tests on the Thresher Maws. They let those things hit us just to watch and study. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
No lo sabía.
Toombs, I didn't see anybody. If I'd seen you, I'd have come back for you, I swear.
You can't believe Toombs! He doesn't have any proof! I demand a fair trial!
He was there! You bastard! He knows the truth! They treated me like a lab animal. I only escaped because somebody destroyed Cerberus, their big organization. This man deserves to die,
sí que son de
Shepard.
Cerberus.
For you, for me, for everyone else in the unit. Are you with me?
Esto no es justicia.
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me who I am. You got away with a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
Entonces no puede ayudarte.
Toombs, if I could have helped you on a coos, I would have. All I can do is help now. Let me.
Okay. I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Se acabó.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the Fifth Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Tooms mira al suelo de manera intensa, perdido en sus recuerdos. Empujas hacia al científico hacia la puerta. Has completado tu misión. A partir de ahora es asunto de los tribunales de la Alianza. Salir del búnker. Bueno, pues ya estamos aquí de vuelta y hemos completado la misión. Así que podemos volver a la Normandía. Y ya está.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Abriendo
I
conexión.
reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toombs seems to have found some closure. Hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. I hope this helped you find some peace, Commander. Thank you. Fifth Fleet out.
Fifth Fleet out. Un momento, quiero comprobar una cosa. Bueno, ya hemos... no. Esto. Tali los Geth. Habla con Tali. Vale. Son de espionaje. Escapa. Esto ya lo hicimos. Y de reganar un sistema solar. Esto lo tenemos que hacer. Opa hostil lo tenemos que reunirnos en la ciudadela. Estos son para encontrar cosas, que estamos en ello. Esto también estamos en ello. Minerales valiosos también. Corsarios. Ve al sistema Strenus. Nebulosa cabeza de caballo, sistema Strenus. ¿Cuál es el sistema Strenus? Tenemos que hablar con Tali. Ahora vamos a hablar con Tali. Pero ¿cuál es el sistema Strenus? A ver. Vale. Es que está en Novelia. Claro, ya decía yo. ¿Por qué no había ido ahí? Porque está en Novelia. Por aquí no. Que me confundo de más F. Vale. Hablamos con Tali así un poquillo de los Geth, nos tiramos un poco el rollo. Y vamos al sistema solar a por la ID renegada. ¿Era ID? ¿IV? ¿Cuál era? IV. Inteligencia virtual será. Bueno, es la inteligencia artificial. Tali estaba por aquí.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Claro.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
No entiendo.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
Si lo hago, ¿nos dejarías?
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Seren. But my people need this.
Para exterminar a los
You
Geth.
think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
De acuerdo.
Go ahead. Make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Seren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Bien, hemos ganado una de virtud. Vamos a
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Me alegra que estés mejor.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Seren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Investigar, bla bla bla.
I should go.
See you later.
Vale. A
Something
ver.
I can do for you, Commander.
Este no
Carry
me
on,
dice
Adams.
nada.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ya voy cogiéndole el tranquillo a las conversaciones. Así que... De puta madre. Vamos a hablar de...
What do you want,
¿Ves?
Shepard?
Preguntas personales.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Sí.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat.
No sé si ya
I
lo he
needed to
dicho.
survive.
¿Por qué te
Why
marchas?
not stay and help your people?
Creo que no, no me suena.
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
En serio.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
¿Y tú?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
¿Y Yaro?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Y fuiste.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Tu padre.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day.
Joder.
We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Ya veo.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Bien,
Oh,
experiencia.
before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara.
Liara. Why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
Qué fría eres.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Háblame de tu familia.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Investigar tu padre.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made Chief. First thing he did was salute.
Lo primero que hizo fue saludarme para mi rango de brigada. ¿Tu madre?
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Tu casa.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade
La
school.
flota.
You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Criaste a tus
After
hermanas.
helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Cuéntame más.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Bueno, bitmails no... Un no es un no.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course, if he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Investigar la policía.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
¿Y tú?
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand-to-hand.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Abby,
Vale,
they do
te lo
great
he
things to
dicho
her
que
figure, though. It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Vaya.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Hora extra interesante.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I
o sea, que
cannot
se criaron
rest
en la
from
Tierra.
travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I have enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
¿Lees poesía?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Es un buen poema.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
¿Desde el otro mundo?
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Claro que no.
Everyone has the right to believe what they want. Says so in the Alliance Charter. Only with fancier words.
I'm glad you're open-minded about it. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
¿Qué tal nos va?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Yo sí creo lo que
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
No seas cruel.
I don't think she's used to teasing. Good-natured or otherwise.
Aw, no fun, Skipper. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk
Adiós.
later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Bueno. Bien de experiencia, no está mal.
Commander, good to see you.
Preguntas personales.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen
I'll
some.
bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit
Inquietante.
disturbing.
Inquietante.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
¿Eso es normal?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic, but this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
¿Qué averiguaste?
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was... After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Saleon, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Testículos de
You're
Krogan?
kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do
¿Qué
about the
pasó al
geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to... While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Entrevistando.
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body. Some of them. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Saleon's employees. They were test tubes, walking living test tubes.
Qué asco.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies.
Y
Then he
los
harvested
extraía y
them
los-
and sold
y
them
los
all.
vendía.
Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only
si
if
los
the
órganos
organs...
eran buenos.
Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Qué cabrón.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
¿Cómo dices?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Y le dejasteis escapar.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Bueno, estoy de acuerdo con
Well, it's
ellos.
not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Te equivocas.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Doctor Saleon.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Saleon?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
De eso me encargo
I'll
yo.
check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Saleon, I want to be there when you find him.
De acuerdo. Sí, y subimos de nivel. ¿Veis cómo merece la pena hablar con nuestra tripulación? Te enteras de cosas interesantes y mira, tenemos aquí la coordenada Saleon, el sistema Heskelen en el Coffin Kepler. Coffin Kepler. A ver, ¿dónde tengo la hoja de...? No hemos ido allí. Será uno de los de la misión principal, supongo. Vamos a hablar por último con Liara. Recargamos medigenes, por si acaso. Hablamos con Liara.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Háblame más acerca.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you,
Ooh.
and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
Nuestra vida es
We don't
corta.
have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
Que intimida.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
Eso es lo que intento.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
Podrías haber preguntado.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Me gustaría creerlo.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
Pensé que había algo entre la jefa Williams y tú. No es tan seria.
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
Oh, me atraes, Liara.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I
Vamos
knew
a
you felt it
tirarnos a un
too.
alien.
But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
No tiene por qué tenerlo.
These things never make sense. They just happen and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
Yo te protegeré.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Entiendo.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
No, no me
I
interesa
should go.
hablar de otra cosa.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Creo que también puedes tener una relación homosexual. No estoy muy seguro. Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta Kaidan, que está aquí con sus trastos. Y así acabamos un poco de revisar la
Anything you need, Commander?
Quiero información personal.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
Muy bien.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
¿Estás bien?
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
¿Siguen en el negocio?
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts, instead of taking it slow.
Investigar. ¿Y por qué no hacerlo solo?
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Investigar.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
¿Y por qué no las
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Tendrían buenas intenciones.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic. Kind of spiraled from there, Commander.
Tuvo que pagar por ello.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, This is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Vale. Evaluación
What's your
táctica.
opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. Seems like a sweet girl. Easy on the eyes. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Quiero información personal.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time,
Adiós.
Lieutenant.
Commander?
Vale, ahora sí que sí, vámonos a por la IV renegada. Y en el siguiente capítulo empezaremos ya en la ciudadela entregando las misiones que tenemos que entregar, que de momento creo que es una. Y haremos el resto de misiones. Vaya, me he metido en el ascensor sin darme cuenta. Tenemos que subir otra vez. Bueno, da igual. Subimos y vamos a la cabina. Ah, no, tengo que hablar con Joker. Joker es la polla. Y Joker mola más. Así que bueno, primero vamos a hablar con este.
Yes, Commander?
Vale.
Carry on, Presley.
No
Yes,
tiene
sir.
nada que decir el Presley. Así que vamos a hablar con Joker, que también es un miembro de la tripulación. Aunque no parezca aquí seleccionado, es un valioso miembro de la tripulación.
Commander, something you need?
¿Cómo que si estaba hablando de enfermedad? Creo que está.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Joker, que consiguió su apodo porque siempre estaba serio, y su enfermedad, que eso tiene los huesos frágiles y que un movimiento brusco se lo rompe fuera. Ya está, ese es el resumen. La enfermedad esa de los huesos de cristal.